Thank you very much. Let me once again say to KBC, the Ojo of Ejigbo, that on behalf of President Muhammadu Buhari, the Vice President, Professor Yomi Bajo, I bring you good tidings from the federal government of Nigeria. Our purpose here is very brief. We have come to hand over this expanded transmission substation, the Ejigbo transmission substation, from TCN, the managing director and all of his engineers, for whom I commend their service to the country, and I thank for their dedication. They have executed this project, and they will now hand it over to the Ikeja Distribution Company. This is the place at which we interface from the power coming from all over the country. The one that is going to serve this community interfaces from here. We hand it to Ikeja. Ikeja begins to distribute it to Ejigbo, to Egbe, to Keafa, to Shasha, to Ikotu, to Ijegun, Idimu, and so on and so forth. So, why is this important? This substation was built in 1970. Some of you will remember that. The capacity was 60 MVA in 1970. In 1970, I was 7 years old. So except for the addition of another 60 MVA, this community has grown exponentially. So they have exceeded the installed capacity here. President Buhari hears you loud and clear. He knows that you needed this expansion. So he has moved you from 120 straight to 300. So between that time and when President Buhari came 3 years ago, some people were there. And they will come back to you. So when they come back, ask them, they don't know where to buy transformer. But that's, we will come back to that. So, please, the problem of electricity is slowly, one by one. Anybody will tell you do magic, tell him how. You should explain to him. We inherited 800 containers for power equipment left in the port for 10 years. President Buhari gave us approval. We have recovered 690. Is some of those equipment that you are seeing now going to substations that these engineers are using to work. So when they come to you and come and tell you story, tell them I said so. Why did they leave 800 containers in the port? So needless to say, with the expansion now, additional feeders to serve communities like Egbe, Shasha, Okeafa, also the Lagos airport should see improved service. There is still a lot of work to do at the 11 kV last mile and so on. That is why the MD appealed to you about vandalism and that he has got protection. He's seeing cooperation. Something that you damage by yourself cannot give you service. So all of us must protect, and I'm glad the local government is also in on this. So one by one, it will get better. If you look at it between 2015 and now, you ask yourself honestly, are you spending more on diesel now and before? Which one is better? Are you running your generators for longer today or yesterday? So slowly, are you seeing the power slowly staying longer? If you are truthful to yourself, you will know that it is better than yesterday. But we haven't finished. The MD has told you. So this kind of activity is going on in 90 places across Nigeria. He just told you about Damaturu. That was about 10 days ago. Earlier this year, we were in Ejibo. Last year, we were in Mayobewa in Adamawa. We are all over the country. He and his engineers. He's told you the plan for Lagos to give more power. Ijora, let me tell you another one. You know Ilashe on the island, Ilado. You know they are not connected. He and his engineers are working. Very soon we will switch on the island. They will be connected to the grid. So whether you are in the rural area or in the city, President Buhari hears you and he will respond. So ẹ̀yin wa ẹ kúlé mu kí kábíyèsí o. Ṣàlàáfíà la bá yín. Ṣára le. Gbogbo àwọn olórí kábíyèsí wọ́n ìmọ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́ bí. Kábíyèsí ò dẹ̀ ní já wọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Iṣẹ́ tá wá ṣe bí òpọ̀. Ilé-iṣẹ́ tí ó ń gbé iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná dé gbogbo àdúgbò Èjìgbò, Ègbè, Òkè-Afá, Ṣàṣà, Ìkọ̀tún, Ìjẹ̀gùn, Ìdímù àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ni àwa fi lọ́lẹ̀. Ààrẹ Nàìjíríà ní kí n kí yín o pé kú rọ́jú ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tẹ̀ ń retí sìn ó dẹ̀ ti dé. Tẹ́ ẹ bá wò ó nígbà tí wọ́n kọ́ bí 1970 ni wọ́n kọ́ ọmọ ọdún méje ní nígbà yẹn. Gbogbo agbára ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí ń gbà yẹn 60 megawatt ni. But ìlú ti wá dé bí agbára yẹn ò ká mọ́. Alhaji Jakande gan ti dé lẹ́yìn wọ́n kọ́ Jakande housing estate síbí mo wà ń bí gbà tó ń kọ́. So gbogbo bí ti dìlú sí oko ni tẹ́lẹ̀. So àwọn tó wá nílò náà yẹn wọ́n ti pọ̀. 60 megawatt ò lè gbé mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n lè ní pẹ̀lú àṣẹ ààrẹ Buhari agbára tá a fi lọ́lẹ̀ mísìn ó ti di 100 láti fún yín ní ìrọ̀rùn, láti tù yín nínú, láti ṣe ìsowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ilé-iṣẹ́ Ìkẹjà Disco. Ìyẹn ló ń ṣe olùgbọ̀wọ́ ètò iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná yín ládùúgbò. Ṣé ó yé wa báyìí? Ààrẹ ilé-iṣẹ́ yẹn dẹ̀ ti fi dá wa lójú pé ní ìta ṣe lénìí àwọn atúntún bàǹtẹ́ àwọn sán. Àbí ìlérí tẹ́ ṣe kọ́ nìyẹn pé àwọn máa tún bàǹtẹ́ yẹn sán sí pé iṣẹ́ yẹn á tún wá di ọ̀tun. Ọ̀rọ̀ náà ẹ ṣe sùúrù bí mo ti ṣe sọ ẹni tó bá rẹ̀ sòótọ́ tí ò bá wọn jẹ́rìí èké tó bá wò ó láti ọdún bíi 3 tí ààrẹ Buhari ti wà ńbẹ̀ wò pé owó tẹ̀ ń ná lórí jẹnẹrétọ̀ ti ń dínkù àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ẹ sọ sókè tí ò bá da ẹ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ sókè tó bá ti ń da díẹ̀díẹ̀ nínú ẹ pariwo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń bínú tí ò bá da yẹn kíkan yẹn náà ní kẹ́ fi dá mi lóhùn kí lè lọ jíṣẹ́ fàárẹ̀ ni ṣó ti ń rọ̀ díẹ̀ owó tẹ̀ ń ná lórí dísù fún jẹnẹrétọ̀ náà yẹn náà ti ń dínkù àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ mítà gangan wá ní kókó inú ẹ̀ sí àti mítà bí ṣẹ́rí pọ́ùn yìí lọ sókè gbà mítà ẹ má ṣàlàjẹsẹ̀ tẹ́ bá jẹ́ tó bá wẹ̀ lọ́rùn ẹ pariwo ààrẹ ní kí n wí kẹ́ ẹ ṣe sùúrù bínú ẹ ti ń dé mítà náà máa tẹ̀lé àárọ̀ wá lọ́rùn o ẹ ọdún bíi mẹ́rìndínlógún sẹ́yìn tó máa tó wá báyìí o ẹbí wọn sọ ọmọ ibi tó ti ta transformer ní abọ́mẹ́rù ẹkúlé o.
Honourable Minister of Power, Mr. Kabasiri Fashola, representative of Lagos State Government, My Royal Majesty. Let me stand on the existing protocol. In line with the policy of this government of Buhari administration of incremental power, TCN is implementing transmission application and expansion program which seeks to rehabilitate, stabilize, and expand the grid to at least 20,000 megawatts by 2021. To achieve this, we are using in-house capacity to install transformers and equipment to support contractors that are willing to work with us to complete their contract and to take over contracts that are failing. We are also conducting lines that we have to realize capacities that are existing on those lines. For example, the Ikeja West Alimosho Ogba Ota line, we are going to remove that line wire, and the procurement of that wire has been concluded, the contract has been signed. We are going to change the wire, and the new wire we are going to put, which is called gap conductor, will carry 2.5 times the capacity of the existing wire. We are also implementing project in a different way than we used to do before, because we have changed the capacity for our procurement and the experience. We have changed it because we want to avoid the kind of process we had where we had 800 containers that were stranded in the port, which the Honourable Minister had to negotiate painfully with the terminal operators, which were able to remove 699 as at now. We want to avoid that kind of situation. So we want contractors that have capacity to deliver, not contractors that can leave equipment in the port. But we have also significantly raised support from multilateral donors to ensure that we put N-1 across the country. So Trump seeks to put N-1 all over Nigeria, meaning every equipment that goes out should not affect the supply of that place. And that is the purpose of this transmission, rehabilitation, and expansion program. And that includes every part of Nigeria. But if I come here around Lagos, where we are doing the installation, if you look at the current substation where we are, when the minister was appointed as a minister, the capacity of this substation was only 120. Now this substation is 300 megawatt. 300 megawatt. And this is what we did also in Alimosho. We have also completed Odogunyo. We have done one by 60 MVA in Papelanto and several other places. But we are also upgrading all the existing substations in Lagos, all of them. If I give an example, in Alagbon, we are putting one by 300 MVA at 330 side, and we are putting 2 by 100 MVA at 132 kV side. We are also doing the same thing in Lekki, and we are also rehabilitating all the stations, including Itire, which are GIS, Amuo, Akoka, all of them we are rehabilitating them. We are also constructing 4 number 330 kV substations between Lagos and Ogun State, and then 2 132 kV substations. It will interest you to know that if not, because it is only this government that has done this. There was no time in the history of Nigeria that more than 1 330 kV substation is being conceived and built. Now, that project that I was talking about, which is being financed by JICA, has been completed. The design has been completed. The right of way has been done. The only problem we had was the right of way, which was very expensive. That is the compensation. But we are working with the Ogun State government, which we have gone very far, to reduce the cost so that the government can be able to pay. And then we do the procurement. So that's where we are. So it means that we are going to put 330 kV substation in a place called Ogijo. We'll do the same thing at Ribajo. We'll do the same thing in New Abara. We'll do the same thing behind Mountain on Fire. And we're also going to put 132 kV substation at Redeem, and also another one in Badagry. We are also going to construct a 330 kV port line between Omotosho and Benin. The study for that project has just been forwarded to the World Bank to do the study. This one we are looking at the first contractor finance that we are going to do as an organization. And we are working on doing something that will not include a sovereign guarantee. We are also going to close the loop in Lagos Island. Meaning, as at now, Lagos Island is being supplied from the line that ran from Egbin to Aja, which one of the line has been out actually for the last 5 years. But we have signed contract under the direction of His Excellency, the Honorable Minister, with Siemens, and the rehabilitation of that line that is out is being taken place. But we believe that even with that, Lagos Island is not consistent with N-1. And that is why we are going to construct a 330 kV from Akamba to Ijora to Alagbon, so that Lagos Island can be supplied both through Ikeja West and through Ekpin. The study for that is now with the World Bank, and when they give us no objection, we'll go ahead and start the study. Completing the Irokun Omotosho line. Because we have changed the conductor for that line so that it will carry more capacity. Because that is where we are taking the supply that will supply the Lagos Ogun transmission project. The supply will come from that line. And that line is one of the priority projects that we have. When we say a project is priority, even if it is federal government funding, it means that that project has to be funded 100%. And the line from Omotosho to Ebe to Aja also is one of the priority projects which is going on well. The only thing we have is that we need to conclude the location of the substation in Ebe, which we are working with Lagos State government. I also want to announce that the study for the supply of Igbo Atlantic through underground is also concluded. The consultant has been selected, that is Mrs. Dara Andasa. They are the one that will do the study. And once the study is completed, the study will be able to establish to us where we can put another 132 kV substation in Lagos Island, in Victoria Island, and also establish a 132 kV substation and substation and line in Igbo Atlantic. I also want to announce to you that TCN engineers are doing exceptionally well. You hear several commissioning that we are doing. We are using in-house capacity, as I said before. I want to thank them for all the cooperation that they have given to us. No contractor hold us responsible now. Any contractor that want to hold us at ransom will take over the job and complete it. And this is a promise. Honorable Minister, when we took over Damaturu, we told the engineers that, look, you have to stay there. You will not go to Salah. No Salah for you. You have to finish. And they agree, sir. And in 1 month, we have energized Damaturu. Damaturu is being supplied from Damaturu 330 kV substation now. So let me use this opportunity to acknowledge the leadership of the Honorable Minister, because without his direction and leadership, we cannot achieve any of these things that we are doing. Because we take up some of the powerful people in this society, we take decisions that are very tough, and I know several pressures are on him, but he shielded us from some of those people, and that's why we are achieving some of them. Therefore, let's use this opportunity to thank the Honorable Minister for all the support that he has been giving us to implement all government policy and to ensure that there is stable electricity in Nigeria. So all the aspects that we are supposed to do as staff and management of TCN, Honorable Minister, we promise you we are going to do it. So Honorable Minister invited guests, Your Majesty, you are welcome to this event. Thank you very much, sir.
Stand on existing protocol. It is an honor for me to be here on behalf of the board and management of Ikeja Electric. We celebrate with TCN and with the Honorable Minister for the commissioning of this transformer. My speech is very, very brief because, as the lady said, Ikeja Disco is in direct interface with the customers, who are the ultimate beneficiaries of this piece of work. So it is important that I assure you that Ikeja Electric will continue to perform the role that it is meant to perform in ensuring that this work that has been done by TCN, you are the ultimate beneficiaries. We will the power to you. So the areas and the communities here will benefit from the hard work that has been done by TCN. We are committed to providing clear interaction with our customers and quality customer service. It is also important for me to say that we know that things are not as they should be. The expectations have not been met. But please rest assured, we are working hard to ensure that the quality of power you deserve you get. And what we plead to you, as we supply this power, please pay for it. I also want to use this opportunity to thank the communities who have supported us in terms of ensuring that incidences of vandalism, theft of electrical equipment, and so on and so forth on the decrease. So finally, I ask you to please be patient, and I assure TCN all this hard work that you have done will not go to waste. Like the indefatigable MD said, we thank the Minister for his guidance. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
The Honorable Minister, the Honorable Governor, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, you are welcome to Ejigbo. The Royal Majesty and all the dignitaries on the table, please permit me to remain on this protocol. Today is a special day in the history of this community. We must be very grateful to God Almighty. And we also grateful to our dear father and leader, the Honorable Minister for Power and State. Today, you will recall that about 7 years ago, this government led by Mr. Kennedy Bambekon brought to you our challenges in terms of traffic congestions in Ejigbo through the Kano Ajawa State Link Bridge. It took the Honorable Minister then when he was governor only 12 hours to act and move down to the side. Today we are enjoying that road. We want to thank you very much, sir. Not only that, we all recall that the jack on the axis of Ejigbo about 12 or 10 years ago, as the jack on the gate has been a major challenge in terms of gridlock in Ejigbo LCDA. Today we are enjoying a long stretch of that road in 2014. We understand that was the highest and the longest capital project in the year 2014 when you were governor. We want to thank you, Honorable Minister, for continuing to be with you. Today you have not only added value to Ejigbo, but we have also improved our economy because the service of, the commissioning of this project will improve Ejigbo. The service will improve. The artisans will have their business going, and the local government can as well charge their revenue. As we make profits, we will have to charge the revenue. Honorable Minister, I want to thank you very much, sir. On behalf of our Royal Majesty, Oba Moruf Adisa Ojola, and the people of Ejigbo LCDA, we want to thank you and say God bless you, sir. It is not easy to oversee 3 different ministries. It's a demonstration of your commitment during your tenure as Governor of Lagos State. Thank you and God bless you.
Get on nice. We can the place. Náà ní kẹ́ sílẹ̀kùn fún wa. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run ibi táwa sílẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe ń bí àtàtúbà lóko nípa wa àti láyọ̀. Thank you. What next? Switch on. Prepaid meter. Thank you.
The status of it, where some of these projects are now. We can see this, we can see so many others, but what about you?
Well, if you can see it, then we are making progress one by one. We will not
knock them off and put them into operation when the civil, mechanical and electromechanical works are all complete, when they pass the safety tests and completion certificates are issued. And as I said, I wish that we could do it by a Big Bang theory. I wish we could do it by a be and it shall be, but it just doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You have to order this equipment, they have to be shipped, you have to clear them, you have to move them here, you have to prepare, you have to connect, you have to install, you have to dig, you have to lay the plinth, the foundation. That's just what it takes. But one by one, we now have the equipment. The president is giving us this budgetary support. The containers that have been trapped in the port have been cleared. We have support from customs and so on and so forth. So moving them across, getting them to site, as they finish one after the other, we will operationalize them. As you heard, we finished Damaturu recently. We were here earlier in the year at Odogunyo. I don't know if you were with us in Apo earlier in the year, and last year I think it was in Adamawa, the year before Zaria, Ikot, Ekpene, Kaduna. We're all over the place. So, and this is going on. The few that I can attend, I think they just ambushed me knowing that I was in Lagos today. Yes. I told them once they complete operationalize, we're not about the ceremonies, we're about the efficiencies and the service. But this gives me an opportunity to come to another community that is close to my heart in Ejigbo, to see KBC and the chairman, and so all is good. This is it. We've got a clear roadmap, and we've got the wind behind our sail. We have full momentum, and we're on the go.
What I would say, I'll give them 100% assurance. Nobody would stop in this my community with my son here. Yes, and I'm happy today. Today is a good day for us as well. But what I want from NEPA, prepaid meter, Ikeja, prepaid meter, so that everybody will pay their due to the NEPA.
So in terms of economic development,
yes,
we know that there are a lot of people who are barbers, battery chargers, yes, panel beaters, yes, and all of that who have overnight.
When there's light, even the petrol station will sell. Not only the barber alone. So I'm part of petrol, so we will sell very well. So we are asking you to give us more light, so that more business will come to the town, so that it will bring more factory for me.
Sir, your name again, sir?
My name is Obama Rufari Ojola, John of Ejigbo. Thank you. That's my shaman.
Well, we give God the glory, and we thank the Honorable Minister to our dignity to come down to Ejigbo to commission this project. Our economy will definitely improve, our business will grow, artisans will have at least more time to work now, and there will be more savings. When you have more savings from your work, then there will be a better improvement and you have a better investment. So the economy of Ejigbo, and I can assure you, with this gesture will improve. And on our own part at the local government level, we will support this TCN. We will make sure that we get every possible thing that against vandalism, so that the people of Ejigbo will enjoy these benefits. And I want to also thank the Minister for coming down personally to come and commission this project. It's a sign of good leadership.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for more information on the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.